Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're talking about a new foundation here from Clé de Peau. This is their new Radiant Cream Foundation. It's a reformulation. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. So as many of you know, I have my online beauty consulting service, which is where you get the chance to talk to me one-on-one live through a video chat. So if you have any makeup questions, if you've picked up any holiday makeup items and you're not certain how to make them work for you, or if you're looking to give a gift for the holiday season to a makeup lover, I have gift cards for my services. So to make an appointment or to get a gift card, click the link in the description box down below. All right, so for today's video, we're going to do an application demonstration, a wear test, and then a review at the end. Clé de Peau did send this to me for free, but these are just my thoughts and opinions. So I have a pamphlet here with information, some ingredients, all of that. Let's go ahead and read. It says, Clé de Peau Beauty's best-selling Radiant Cream Foundation, a favorite reformulated, its acclaimed finish now elevated even higher to deliver authentic-looking luminosity. Its prized combination of high coverage, dewiness, and hydration further refined to help the complexion appear even more naturally perfected. So it says here, the flawless coverage with an authentic luminosity for 24-hour dewy finish plus 24 hours of hydration. Spoiler, I did not do a wear test for 24 hours. I did about maybe 8 to 10 hours. That's what I did. I did not sleep in my foundation. It says here that the best-selling foundation is now enhanced with a dewy, luminous finish made possible with silky care formulation, 24-hour hydration, 24-hour lasting finish without creasing or caking, and it has a shade range of 31 shades, which is nice, and it's also more spreadable, more light and comfortable texture. So the texture is supposed to be a little bit lighter and more easy to blend, just like faster application. Now, the new features added to this new formulation are the Light Empowering Enhancer, a technology which minimizes skin concerns by harnessing the play of light, and the Silky Care Foundation, now with Potentilla erecta root extract. That must be some sort of skincare ingredient, which helps to lock moisture in and improve the look of fine lines and visibly smoother skin. This Potentilla erecta root extract also helps provide a dewy, flawless finish. So the Silky Care formulation I just mentioned, the second one, that is a hybrid of skincare formulation and makeup formulation. And that's where you get the dewiness, the lasting power, and the moisture all day long, as well as a smooth, supple finish. So in the previous formula, in the original flavor, you had something called the Silky Reflection Oil, which is where you found the silky, dewy finish. But now there's something called the Double Shield Oil, which enhances the dewy effect and the lasting power. So from what I understand, the new formulation is just meant to last longer, be more hydrating and moisturizing all day long, while still being dewy and natural and silky. It's just made to be a little bit longer lasting and more hydrating. The new Radiant Cream Foundation also has an SPF of 25, but here in Canada, we have extremely strict laws about SPF on cosmetics, so you won't actually see the label on any Canadian product here. I think if you live in the States, you'll see a little label of SPF 25. I have a little chart here of a few of the Clé de Peau foundations, so just comparing them together. So we have the Radiant Fluid Natural Foundation. That is a 24-hour long wear foundation that keeps the skin moisturized for 12 hours. That one has a natural finish and it's more for dryness and uneven surfaces. It has a medium coverage with an SPF of 25. There's also the Radiant Fluid Matte Foundation, which I have and I can talk about later. This one is also a long wearing foundation and has a nice long lasting moisture and also gives you like a nice veil of matte coverage. It has a matte finish. It's more for the appearance of pores and roughness, also with a medium coverage. Now, this new cream formula here, this is quite different. It says here it's authentically luminous, flawless finish that lasts for 24 hours without creasing, without caking. Those are the claims. And it's also supposed to give you hydration during your entire wear. Now, this one has a dewy finish and it's more for dryness, signs of aging, and it also has full coverage. So that's the difference here. This new creamy foundation really has more of a full coverage. So as mentioned, there are 31 shades to choose from, and the shade that they sent me is B10 Light Beige. This works for me, but I think is a little bit too fair. I think if I were to choose myself, I would go maybe for a B20 or maybe even a B30, but we're gonna go ahead and apply this here now. Something small to note, this tube here is 21 milliliters and it expires within 24 months. So when you open it, once you open it up, you have 24 months to use it within its best before date. Let me just give you a close-up here of the texture. As you can see, it's quite thick. It's not going to be runny. It's like a thick cream formula. That's really the type of texture you have here. I would say that the formula of the product here is really thick. It feels like a nice, rich cream. It isn't runny. It isn't fluid. There isn't really a scent except for a cosmetic scent. You know, like everything has a scent. It's not fragranced or perfumed. Okay, so I did a little bit of a polka dot look here. I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out. They do recommend to use their brush to blend it out, but you can feel free to use your brushes. I have used like foundation brushes or makeup sponges. I've had success either way. I find that this does blend out very nicely, even though it is a thicker consistency. And this, I would say, is like, it starts at a medium and goes up to full coverage. This is not a light foundation. It's really a nice medium to full coverage. And just to note, I'm 33. I have dry, dehydrated skin. That's my skin type here. And that is the skin type that this is more meant for. It's more if you have drier skin, dehydrated skin, mature skin, because it is a creamy texture and the finish is dewy. I think for a lot of people, this could be a good winter foundation. So this is one application of the foundation here. You can see the coverage. It is a little bit light for me, so I definitely will go in with a bronzer afterwards. But this is the coverage you get. This is the finish. It's not overly dewy right away. Like, it is a natural dewy. It's not going to be glistening. It's not going to look greasy or slick. It's a very natural dewy finish, and it really blends into the skin quickly. Like, it doesn't feel tacky. It doesn't feel sticky. It just blends right away, and this is the finish you get. And what I like is that even though this is full coverage, and I tend to gravitate towards more lighter coverage foundations, this is very easy to blend. Like, you don't have to work this in that much to just get it to spread out, which is nice, because when I first read like a thick, creamy, like medium full coverage foundation, I was like, oof, how is that going to blend? But it blends out very nice, very seamlessly. You really don't have to work it very much. Let me go ahead and do the rest of my face makeup and then we can resume. I'm going into my Clé de Peau concealer in the shade Almond. For the blush, I'm going into the Clé de Peau cream blush in Joyful in Pink. This is part of the holiday release. I'm going to go ahead and add a touch of bronzer. This is the Givenchy bronzer in number 3. And then I'm going in with a touch of highlighter. This is the Clé de Peau Face Illuminator in 102, A Glow with Wonder. And then the lip will be the Clé de Peau Refined Lip Luminizer in number 4, Dahlia. All right, now that we have a full face going on, we can sort of get a better sense of the foundation here. So this is definitely a more full coverage foundation. You can sheer it out, but I think you'd have to go in with like very little foundation and really just blend it out. The amount that I wear is what you saw today, like just little polka dots here. I would say this starts at like a medium, and you can go to full coverage, but to get it more light than this, I think you maybe would want to mix in moisturizer or more of like a primer if you wanted to. But the finish is nice. For a full coverage foundation, this still looks quite natural. Like you can still see some beauty marks here. Like I don't know if a full coverage foundation is meant to cover every single beauty mark and everything else, but like my skin still looks like skin. I think more of like the veins around my mouth are covered. You don't really see those as well. And the dewy finish is really like a natural dewy. There are other foundations, especially more liquid ones, like runny ones, that give you more of like a shining, luminous finish. This looks like a soft velvet dewy finish. It doesn't look greasy, it doesn't look shiny. It looks very natural, very lit from within. You don't see any caking, any creasing, any settling into pores or fine lines. This foundation specifically is more for dryness, if you have signs of aging, dehydrated skin, mature skin. I think you definitely will appreciate that. And there is some comfort in the foundation because it is moisturizing all day long. It's not a moisturizer on its own, obviously, but I think if you have like harsher winter climates and you want a foundation that's also going to like give you a little bit of that cocooning effect, I think you would enjoy this Radiant Cream reformulation. Now, if I do compare this to the Radiant Fluid Matte Foundation, I actually have two colors. I have 020 Light Medium Ochre and B20 Light Medium Beige. So the new Radiant Cream Foundation is on the bottom here. The top color is the 020 in the Radiant Fluid, and then we have B20. You can see some similarity, but there's also a lot of nuances between the shade range available in the swatches. Even as you just manipulate the foundations, you'll see a difference. The fluid foundation is fluid, it's more runny, whereas this one here is more of like a thick cream. It's not too thick, it's just like a cream foundation. It's not going to run all over your hand. Of course, the finish of the foundations are also going to be written in the name. So like the Fluid Matte Foundation is going to be matte, whereas this new cream formulation is more of a soft velvet dewy finish. And I think it's important to note here, I'm going to include the wear test. So this wear test here, it's about 8-9 hours of wear. There isn't really that much of a change on the dewiness level. You do get a little bit more shine on the forehead, maybe areas like if you are prone to oily skin, this may not be for you. I think this is more for like dry, dehydrated, mature skin types. Like if you just want more moisture, more hydration, and you like the creamy foundation finish, I think this is more for you. If you are prone or if you don't like a shiny finish, I would recommend maybe just a little bit of powder wherever you have oiliness throughout the day, because I didn't wear powder during the wear test. During the wear test, I just wore the foundation, concealer, and blush. I didn't powder just to see how it would wear. And for me, the dewiness at the end of the day didn't look bad. Like it just looked a little bit more luminous. So just be aware of that. And also it did not settle into any fine lines. It didn't cake. It didn't break down. It really just stayed in place. So it's a really nice, interesting foundation. I wasn't sure what I would think of like a full coverage cream foundation. This isn't typically the type of product that I use. I usually go for more fluid, runny foundations and also more light to medium coverage. But it is nice to have something that's a bit more full coverage. And I do feel like it gives you a beautiful, almost like doll-like finish. Just the beautiful full coverage, dewy velvet look. Just kind of looks doll-like. It looks beautiful. So those are my thoughts on the new cream formulation of this Clé de Peau foundation. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't know when this will be available in the States. I will try to update my affiliate links in the description box. As you guys know, whenever you shop my affiliate link, that does help me and supports me here on my channel. So if any of you get any updates, if you see this on any US retailers in the near future, let me know so I can update my affiliate links. I can definitely see this being a product that people will enjoy, especially for the colder winter months, because it does have a nice moisturizing aspect to it Listen, it's not a moisturizer on its own, but because it has a richer, creamier texture, you do feel a little bit more of that cocooning effect when you blend it out. So I can see this being popular in the near future. Overall, I have to say that this foundation is Ali approved, and it's convincing me that maybe I do like a full coverage foundation. Maybe the formulation has to be just perfect though, and I think this one is it for me. So yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have you picked it up? Because I do have viewers that live in the UK. I'll see if other retailers, like other parts of the world, like maybe Australia and Asia, maybe you guys have it there. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you have this in your area of the world. Let me know in the comments. So I think this is all I have for you guys for today. If you're new to my channel, I talk about nothing but luxury beauty. So I certainly hope you take the time to like, comment, subscribe, and you can also hit that notification bell on the side to be notified whenever I post a new video, because I also have a series on my channel called the Beauty History Series, which is where I take a deep dive into a fashion or beauty icon, and I just talk about their life and their legacy, and I think it's really interesting, and a lot of you think so as well. So make sure you subscribe for that. So on that note, I think this is all I have for you guys for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.